Welcome everybody back to Empath Nation. I'm your host, Dr. True, and here we are with friends talking about what now? I forget things. It's because of the muggles.
Meditation.
What were we talking about?
And you were talking about not you, but your girl. I forgot her name again. But,
well, she's my homegirl.
You were talking about why you liked Empath Nation.
Oh yeah, the whole idea of coming together, because it is so hard for us, as Nitro said, to be around people, but to be able to have a place where you can come together with people who are on the same level as you, or maybe not the same level, but close to the same level, or at least have the same perspectives, the same ideas, the same amount of energy or higher. But being together and being in each other's presence, I mean, more than
like
one
in the same
room is a recharge in itself. Even if you're doing nothing but just sitting next to each other and having a discussion, it does raise your vibration. So being able to do that all the time and have a place to do that, to come back to, makes it easier for you to walk outside and be able to people.
I like them sheeple.
Vibration. And I like to call it a safe zone for him.
Yeah.
Good. I like that.
We don't have that. We need that.
And I agree, because like when I'm around negative people, I can only spend so much time around them because it really drains me. They're like succubi. Like they suck on me. I gotta go home. I gotta sage. I gotta Palo Santo. Get this shit off of me because I don't want to bring that shit in my house.
I'm gonna intervene. We're true talk. All right. On a scientific level, beyond the spiritual, beyond, saging and all that, true talk, on a spiritual level, what's actually happening is they're not draining your energy. They're over-polluting your body with negative decay. And because you are aware of it, it sickens you. It mentally and physically sickens you. And that's what's actually happening. They're not absorbing fume. A lot of people describe these negative people as leeches. You're stealing energy from me. That's not what's happening. The reality is no. The reality is empaths are vampires. We naturally tap into the emotional and the thought frequency simultaneously. We are the vampires. We are pulling on the energy. It's who we are. It's what we do. It's how we can help people and not help people. However, the reality is, when we are around somebody who has a massive amount of negative decay, we pull on that. Because we're trying to help them. Because that's what we do. That's what our energy does. It tries to help everybody around us. It doesn't understand that not everybody's an empath. Not everybody can understand that quality reality. And when we do that, it fatigues us. It attacks us.
So if you say that, then tell me what you think a succubus is.
A succubus. Okay.
Because in my understanding, I'm a reflection of energy, not I don't drain energy.
Well, you actually copy it. Empaths copy energy. You don't drain.
Maybe copy.
You copy it.
I don't take nothing from nobody.
But you do. You do. You ever been in an environment, true talk, you said it yourself, you've been in an environment where you're around negative people for so long, your body can no longer take it. The reality is, the reason why you can't is because you can perceive the negative energy, not only that they're naturally putting out, but the energy that they're not putting out. You ever been around people who act happy, but you still feel negative or upset?
Yeah.
That's us tapping into who they truly are. That's what we do. We tap into all reality of energy. When we do that, we are understanding that at that point in time, let me rephrase that. Some people choose to do the bubble effect. And the bubble effect is where you imagine an invisible shield to protect you from other people's energy. Does that work? Yes. It works more effectively.
I do it every day, but it only lasts for so long.
It works more effectively if you do it not as a bubble, but something that best represents you. I once had a client who goes, my favorite character from Transformers is Bumblebee. I think about Bumblebee. I transform into Bumblebee spiritually, and that's my shield. It's more effective to do something that it has value to your life than just an actual bubble? A.
Well, I like the sea, so I imagine a sea green color and wrapped in gold. So,
A.
that's what I do.
B. Here's the second issue. We can try to reconfigure what we're perceiving to be a reality. However, we are who we are, and it's just a matter of time for that energy to pour over into our lives. And let's be real, we all know when it pours over into our lives. It happens quickly, and we can't comprehend it. I didn't choose this, I didn't ask for this, and here I am. What do I do? Do I make the decision to destroy lives, or do I make the decision to benefit our lives?
It's called the abundance vortex.
Well, that's what happens. So, simple factor is, empaths are the vampires in my... A succubus, in my opinion, is someone who attaches to frequency rather than vibration. The vibration of who we are is what emotion evolves around. The frequency is the thought and the direction. So between the frequency being amplified by the emotion and the direction, which is our willpower, points it in the right direction. So that's how we bend reality. But for some people...
So could you say your willpower echoes your frequency out to everyone else out around you? Yes. So that willpower would echo your positive or negative frequency to whoever's around you.
That's right. That's why you gotta keep your vibration high.
Let's be real, John. John, let's be real. I'll put in for real perspective real quick. Cupid therapy. Remember that? That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was just me and you. We, at that time... Okay, for those who don't know... Okay, I'm a scientist at heart. I'm not just a regular empath. I'm a scientist at heart. So I want to know how the fuck I work. Alright? I come up with a theory. I want to test it. Me and John become friends. I realize John has the capability of doing what I do, but on a different scale. I suggest me and him do something that I've done before, which is Cupid therapy. Go to a bar and choose who goes home with who. And then watch it play out the way you say it. Go to a bar and choose. I want this guy to leave with this girl. I want this girl to leave with this guy. I want this guy to leave with this guy and this girl to leave with this girl. And watch it play out and then blow your own fucking mind when they go home together. I don't give a fuck if they got married. I don't give a fuck if they dated. I don't give a fuck if it was a one-night stand. What I give a fuck about it was I willed. No. Me and John willed certain particular people. And then it happened. That's just two of us in one room.
It happened.
Now, can you imagine what would 500 do? The room that I'm...
Now that could be good or bad.
Yes, absolutely.
Depending on how you use it.
Absolutely. If we use it for bad, because
right.
we're a higher elevation of energy, we'd actually take a bad outcome, a severe bad outcome. If we choose it for good, we'll get a good outcome that benefits everybody. It's a free will choice. I can totally be like, fuck you guys, I'm going to make sure it's a bad outcome, I don't care if I die. Or I can be like, I don't really want to die, you guys. Let's make sure it's a good outcome. That's how it is for an empath. Now, my goal is to find out if I take 50 empaths, if I take 500 empaths, if I take if I take 100 empaths and bring them all to one location long enough for the subatomic merge to actually occur, which, mind you, John, we were living together for quite a bit. It took time for the merge to happen. It didn't happen overnight. The dreams started, and then once the dreams started, I knew you were ready. Once we started talking about dreams, I knew you were ready. So we were ready to test that theory in my mind. Granted, I didn't tell you the project until after the fact, but that's not the point. Sorry, I'm a scientist. I can't ruin it by letting the host, I want to say guinea pig, no offense, but figure out what's going on. You know?
So, Frank, we talked about succubi. Well, let's talk about narcissists.
Narcissism. Narcissism is a behavior of an empath that's broken. Every narcissist is an empath. The problem with that is, in truth, we talk about the negative and positive of an empath. A narcissist is the ultimate negative empath. Everything we ever dream to create and control or bend doesn't exist with the narcissist existing. In truth, the reality is that most of the world will die no matter how this plays out. The reality is, if we find the spiritual reality to save the world, those whose minds can't take the shift will just perish. And those whose minds who can. Or, if it plays out a different direction, those who eventually push past their slavery will change the world, or won't. We're on a scale of 2 Pacific futures right now. At any given point in time, there is at least 1 billion futures possibilities that can occur from where we are. We are down to 2. I've been talking about this perception for everybody who does know me for almost 20 years. I'm aware this is going to happen for almost 20 years. We bullshit about it. We make jokes about it. We laugh about it. But now we're in it. It's begun. And for those of you like John or Rebecca who actually know me really well, Nitro, you know me pretty well, but not well as those two. We've had these exact discussions about the virus, about the racism, about the wars they can produce from it. We've had these exact conversations time and time again, just for fun, bullshit and having a good time, whatever. But the reality is, again, I can say, shit, all this time I was a lunatic, I was never right. But when the exact reality happened step by step, how I predicted it, out of bullshit, out of joking around, no longer blows my mind, but accepts the reality that I'm tapping into a higher level of consciousness that I'm unaware of, that I am tuned to, but I'm truly unaware of. And it's very accurate. As far as any city is concerned, you are threat number 1. It's that simple. If you're in a city, you need to go. You need to go to the country. You need to get separated from society. Alright? And I feel like if I produce that as a message to the world, the problem with that is too many people go to the country and now it becomes a city. So we're in a conundrum in itself. I digress. The reality is, there is definitely bigger things in play, no matter what. Are we all frozen? I'm the only one talking for the last 2 minutes, 15 seconds of the show. Woohoo! I'm the man! Party! So, the fact of the matter is, in the end, no matter what, it would come down to the people who created reality, who created this world, who built this world, more than anything else. What's going on here? Oh, I'm down to FBI access, huh? I don't blame you. Really? Is that where we're at? No. That's where we're at. So everybody, back in Empath Nation, we're down to the last minute. I lost everybody due to my Wi-Fi connection, which I just fixed, and we're going to try to get back in as soon as possible. Apparently I have to re-enter the password. Gay. But here we are. Because it hasn't rebooted yet. Maybe that's the problem. So let's go here. Empath Nation 5G. Password is 11. Yeah, and don't forget the and I got plenty of you know. I lost in Empath Nation.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Welcome Welcome right back to Empath Nation. Oh wait, my bad. We're gonna have to stop for a little bit.